What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. This is A2D Wednesday nights. Eagles talk coming at you. So more drama. Let's go.
I mean, how silly is that, man? We're talking about practice.
The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you. Let the celebration begin.
Oh, welcome in, everybody. This is A2D Wednesday nights, only on A2D Radio every Wednesday, brought to you by our doc. Make them yours. That Dr. Paul Vidal, specialized physical therapy, location in Burlington, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Find them on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. As always, Noah Eaton, Ryan Elizik, Greg Milakovic. I'm Tom Arnone. Everybody out there, welcome into the party tonight, baby. A lot to go over. Penn State fumbles coaching search. Shocker. Sixers host Warriors tomorrow night. We'll talk a little 10-9-8 at the end of the show. Eagles Chargers preview, score predictions, offensive, defensive players of the game, and then a lot of Eagles because that's just what we, this is how we open. It's how we roll for this time of the year. So heavy Eagles, and even more of a reason heavy Eagles is just the way they've been playing. So it's got to be heavy Eagles. Ties into our poll. Not what we wanted to talk about tonight. We want to talk about more of us going down the mountain than up the mountain, right? As a team right now. That's not what we wanted to talk about. We were really hoping last Wednesday to come on this Wednesday and we'd be feeling a little bit better about ourselves. We did not get that reward, but it goes into who needs to play better. It ties into our poll question. The offensive line must be the most improved unit on the field to break the losing streak. Do you agree? Disagree? Let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, that's where we're live. Everywhere you get your podcast, whatever as well. Hit the like, subscribe, follow. Most importantly, join the conversation with us. Chime in. What do you say? Is it the offensive line? Is it Jalen? Is it the play calling? What do you say? I'm going to agree to it because for as long as I've been watching football, I've always said you win and lose up front. So, when you can't run the football, it's pretty glaring. You can put some of that on play calling. You can put some of that on Saquon taking a heavy workload last year. And you can put a lot of it on the offensive line and the moving parts. And then you get penalties and just things that set you back. So, I mean, I don't know who else you put on number one when you can't run the football well. I mean, if you could run the football halfway well, then I'd be like, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's all on Jalen. But when you can't run the football at all, that starts up front. So, I absolutely agree. Usually I have like big rants with poll questions. I do not with this one. I mean, I'm going to disagree with anybody that starts telling me other people and putting other people first. I'm going to start. I'll go after those people tonight because as much as I love this offensive line, they haven't played well. They haven't run block well. And if you're not going to run block well, we're in a lot of trouble. And we talked about this last week. We talked about the week before that, the week before that. So how many weeks we going to talk about it till they start getting it right and start having some explosive plays and start getting us in some positive, positive runs. You know what I mean? It's 5, 7, 10 yarders. I mean, get a first down on a run one time. What does that feel like?
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Just like, I mean, when it's been that inept, you point all fingers. I start to point all fingers out the line. I don't give a shit about a play call when you're talking about running the football. You know what I mean? When you're talking about running the football, it's about helmet on helmet, and drive your guy. Hey, that's what it's about. Drive your guy, get to the next level, hit the next guy. You know what I mean? Drive your guy, get the next level.
Better yet, drive your guy back and not have a yellow flag being thrown. I mean, we're not blocking, not pass protecting, and committing far too many penalties.
No, you're right, and that's why I agree. Starts up front. What do you guys say, family out there? Let us know. What do you guys say, and then we'll get into our Chargers preview here and score predictions. And Justin Herbert's going to play. So if anybody's read those reports,
is he? I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's gonna play Monday night. So
well, put a bounty on that hand. Put a bounty on that left hand.
I mean, listen, I'd rather him play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't, at my age now, it's like I'd rather him play. I don't want a freebie. You know what I mean? I don't want a freebie. I want to see that we're getting better. I want to see that we can learn from our mistakes from how we started the season, and we can start to come out of it maybe towards the end of the year here and start to play maybe our best football these last like 5 weeks. Right? I mean, that's what I want to see. So give me your best guy.
I'll take a freebie. The way we're playing right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not against a freebie. I'm just saying I think we got freebies coming up, so I'm not.
Yeah, we do.
I'm not freebie now. Right now, I'll go play what you got. Is that I'll play the best, like your best, not the best. You know what I mean? Like I want to play who your best is. I don't play backups at the quarterback position.
No,
this is a nut up or shut up game. This is a show me what you are, because you got a couple cupcake games after this one. So show me something here against another team that's a playoff team that has a borderline top 5 quarterback, right? And a coach who's proved that he can win. So you're going across the country. It's not like you're going to be in hostile territory. There's going to be thousands of Eagles fans out there. So you got to go out there and play well against another playoff caliber team. And you haven't seen them play well in general, right? So you got to show me something. But yeah, I think it's going to ultimately come down to the offensive line, right?
I absolutely agree to the poll. I mean, this offensive line has been nothing short of dog shit for most of the season. I hate to say it, and I get it. We've been banged up there. We've had guys in and out of the lineup due to injury. But look, the bottom line is it's not hard to run block. You know, it's not hard to stay focused and not commit penalty after penalty. I mean, the few explosive plays we've had this year, I can't tell you how many have been called back because of a goddamn holding penalty or some type of procedure penalty. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. I mean, we blew a 21-point lead down in Arlington. If that wasn't damning enough, here comes Black Friday. Okay, and boy, we looked black and blue by the time that ball game was over. I mean, you might as well throw the defensive line in this poll question too, because we'll go 1A, 1B. They both have been dog shit the last 2 weeks. It's inexcusable. It is inexcusable on your home turf to get bullied, punked, and run the fuck over the way we were. How the fuck do you give up 280 yards on the ground? How? I mean, I'm sorry, but that goes with effort. I think there's a little bit of an effort problem. And on the offensive line, to not be able to at least create a couple holes for Saquon, now don't get me wrong, he hasn't been great either. All right, little dancing around a little too much for my liking. All right, but let's be real. If we don't get it done in the trenches and we don't greatly improve there on both sides of the ball, we are going nowhere. Fuck the freebie game. I mean, the opponents the rest of the year, they're gonna look at us on the schedule like, oh, that's a freebie for us. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, you're talking about we're going down the wrong side of the mountain. It's looking like a goddamn mudslide right now. And it's got to stop before the house ends up into the fucking ocean, if you know what I mean.
I get your drift.
I mean,
catching it.
It all starts up front. I've always been a firm believer of that. And when we've had success, It's when our offensive and defensive lines are at their best, like they were last year. Well, our O-line, we fucking mauled people. We mauled them. And no shit, we were healthy too, for the most part. And the glaring thing is, I don't know what the record is. I don't have it offhand. But when Lane Johnson is not in the lineup, we're just a different football team. And I don't mean that in a good way. We're a shell of ourselves. And hopefully we can get him back sometime in the next few weeks here.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, yeah, it's bad without Lane.
I mean, I don't want to say Monday night's a must win, but we're damn near close to it. Because, oh, by the way, the Cowboys found a way to stop choking.
Oh, relax.
So they're
Relax.
right on our ass.
Relax.
At home.
Relax.
At home.
I hear you, but we
Pump the brakes.
we need to fucking step on the gas is what we need to do.
Yeah. We need to worry about we. We don't need to worry about. We don't need to worry about what they're doing. We gotta go take care of what we gotta do.
I think based off what you've seen in the NFL, like the Rams lost this past weekend. Obviously, you just played the Bears. The Bears are the number one seed in the NFC, right? They're going to drop some games. I think that pretty much if you can win out, right? If you nut up or shut up, you get yourselves ready to go and play, and you start playing well this week, and then you can roll that through. You play the Raiders. I know you play Washington. I don't know the order of that. You got the Bills, and then you got Washington again. Look, it's 5 winnable games, right? I mean, not to say that any other game that we play because of the talent we have isn't winnable, right? But you can absolutely win out here and still control your own destiny and potentially having the 1 seed, right? Even with your two losing streaks where you blew a lead to the Broncos and then got blown out by the Giants. So this is the second time that they've done this year. You blew a lead to Dallas, right? And then you got smoked by the Bears. You've done it twice. Now they bounced back somewhat, right? Won a couple games in there. But ultimately, like, you have to figure out like what you are as a team, right? You're still absolutely in this. You control your own destiny because every other team is going to drop a game or two. You have to be able to show that you, because of the talent you have, go out there and like win it. But yeah, I mean, this offensive line is just absolutely brutal. It has been pretty much all year, but it's showed a lot over the last like couple weeks more so because they're not allowing anything pass blocking. I think we've given up 1, maybe 2 sacks pass blocking. So why is it so different when you're trying to run? Like, I know I saw a few clips with like we've been throwing out 2 tight end sets just to block, and they're getting blown up, right? So even the help that we're offering, they're not winning at the point of attack, and either the other rest of the offensive linemen are out of position or they're out of the play. And then that's why Saquon's getting in the backfield so much. I think Saquon had almost 6 yards of carry last year. What was it? 5.
He's half that now. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he was averaging, where is it? He was averaging 5.8 last year. Right now he's at 3.7. So, all right, yeah, he had a massive workload last year. Maybe you lose a step, right? You're not losing 2 yards in 1 year, in one offseason, right?
That's why it's a combo. That's why it's a combo. It's a combo. Him losing a step, him could use a change of pace guy with him, like we talked about since September. Yelled and screamed about it, but it's how do you not play Saquon? It's not. I'm not playing him. I'm just giving him 10 to 12 touches early on in the year because I want to take a little bit of the workload off that he put on last year. And where can I make those touches up? Well, why not make them up in September and October? Right? Like, perfect time to make them up and give them less and build them up, like a pitcher. Build them up. Go 7, 8 carries first week, Then you bring in like the 12 range week 2, but you keep them in that range, Keep them that 10 to 12, 10 to 12, 10 to 12. And you do that for like 4 or 5 weeks. And you give a little breather to them. And now you show something different. Now you roll out Saquon in a full workload. I understand about rhythm. I understand about all that with backs. I get it. And he's a play away from a home run. But when? Because we haven't seen one.
We haven't seen a home run in a while.
And
Not anytime soon if we don't improve up front.
Second Giants game was the last time I can remember it.
Yeah, first play of the game.
Yeah, that's the last one I can remember of him breaking one for more than like 10 yards.
Yeah, but I'm saying he hasn't had a big house call.
Yeah.
You know?
No, he hasn't.
What did he have? 22 yards rushing or some shit against Chicago, I believe?
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's
not good enough is what he had.
It's unacceptable.
Key word tonight is unacceptable because I'll give you like losing 1 of the 2 games in 5 days or 4 days, whatever you want to call it. I'll give you losing one. But when you cough up the first one, like you did, you have to win Friday. You have to. Yeah. I said that was going to tell me a lot about him. So here we are. Yeah. But then I factor in that on a short week, that's where a defensive line could get a little bit exposed in our type of system, right? Where we really rely on our tackles, right? And we really rely on our linebackers. And in a short week, those guys could be tired. So I don't think Vic did a good enough job adjusting to the weather and getting more guys down the box. You know what I mean? He stayed missionary Vic, and he stayed what he believes in. And listen, we can love Vic all we want. Doesn't mean he changed his game plan one bit for what they were doing to us. And at the end of the day, right, we were still in that football game. So
the
whole time. And our defense, as bad as they were, they didn't take us out of it.
Yep.
They got stops down there, and things go your way. And in reality, they got the biggest play of the game. What we needed a turnover down in their end. We got one, and then to not capitalize on that in any fashion. When you're talking about that, and then the other momentum swing was prior to that, and it's Elliott missing the extra point.
Yeah, that was completely inexcusable.
Like you can't
talk about a momentum killer.
Like we're talking about trying to get over this hump of like being consistent. Yep. And it's hard to be consistent when you do something great, per se. And great by means scoring a touchdown, coming back 10-9, kick the extra point 10-10. Right? That you can't miss that. Now it's 10-9 and you feel like you're still losing a game. Where this game's 10-10 and it should have been 21-3.
And this is back-to-back weeks where he's missed a critical kick.
Yep.
So the whole team needs to get their head out of their ass.
Yeah, it's not a one-trick pony.
Special teams, you name it. The fucking water boy. I mean, come on.
Yeah, get out there quick.
What do you do? No.
He ain't getting out there fast enough. He's a little slow. But listen, go ahead.
No, you're saying, and that missed kick, that missed extra point ended up coming back to biting you in the ass late in the game.
Yep.
Because now you got to go for 2 there.
But yeah.
Regardless, you have to go for 2 somewhere.
At some point, yeah.
Right? You either lose the game there or you lose the game at the gun, potentially, right?
Lose at the gun, always.
I think you extend, especially the way that game was going. I'm in full agreement with you. But yeah, I absolutely agree to the poll as well. You could, like Noah said in his glorious rant, you can make an argument, a really good argument for the defensive line as well. But it is offensive line, and you could almost pin that on the whole season, as a lot of you guys have mentioned, right? You could pin the offensive line and those struggles on a lot of what our struggles are.
Yeah, whether it's a penalty that killed a drive or a missed blocking assignment, or you name it, guys.
Yeah.
And Ryan, I like that you brought up too how it's not necessarily in the passing game; it's all in the run game. Right, the passing protection has been really good. Jalen's had forever; he just doesn't pull the trigger.
No,
and then when you sit there and you watch the Chicago Bears offensive line from Friday night, and or Friday afternoon, and you see what they did to our defensive line, who we like to think of our defensive line as having a bunch of dogs up there. Well, they looked like kitty cats on Friday. The way they mold.
Yeah, but the only difference is the style of defense. Like they're playing more guys in the box. Chicago's defense, they're more daring you for some things. And
I'm saying Chicago Bears offensive line to our defensive line.
Oh yeah, and that's
watching them maul us was like watching us last year, right?
Yeah, but my point of that is it's a little bit easier to maul in that situation because you don't play anybody down in the box.
Yes, that's true.
So you're mauling, or you're really just 2-on-1 blocking guys.
Yeah,
like You're just combo blocking guys, creating space, and they're 7-8 yards. Like, you know what I mean? At some point in those types of games, you have to adjust. Do I put it on the defense line? Absolutely, boys. I ain't letting these guys off the damn hook. That's the style we play all the time. But on a short week, that ain't the style you can play. In a short week, you got to go show something completely different, something that no chance they game plan for. And that's a bunch of guys down the box in a cold weather game and dare them in that wind to go win it in the air. That's what I do. I dare you to win in the air. I don't dare you in cold weather to win it on the ground. Absolutely. Hell no, Vic, on a short week. So that I've had one gripe with Vic the entire year. That game, no adjustments is my only one. It's not all on him, but you could load the box more. And I didn't say it. I felt like it was the same.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
5-6 guys in the box, almost daring you to run. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was the same every time in Chicago, whether it was Kyle Monangai or the other or Swift. I mean, every time they got the fucking ball, it was 5 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards, 10 yards, you name it. You can't give up that kind of yardage on the ground. You can't get gashed like that.
Alfredo, I won't say Jalen holds the ball because Nick beat in his head to not turn the ball over. I mean, I think any common sense quarterback that grew up being taught the quarterback position the right way was taught you don't turn the football over, right? That's how any quarterback coach would teach you, period. All right, unless you're Brett Favre and you're just a flat out gunslinger who likes to try to fit it in the too tight of windows, right? But a lot of guys are going to tell you not to turn the football over. So I mean, is that why he holds it too long? I don't know if he's hesitant to throw it. Maybe I haven't watched tape on it, like the back end of the plays. Like I don't know if guys just aren't open either on some of the long protection times where he's had a lot of time to throw. That's why we'll continue to talk about the ability to get your legs involved, man. Like he has to. It's such an asset to this game. He starts breaking off 15, 20-yard runs, right? When the pocket breaks down, get out of dodge, break off a 20-yarder. Now linebackers have to play in the box more, right? Linebackers play. My fault. Linebackers going to play downhill more towards you, more focus on you, and same thing with guys playing, the safety position.
Yeah, I think not only the designed runs, but I think we've lost the element of the scramble, which I think was so impactful last year, especially. Jalen throughout his early career was so scripted run because he was trying to stay back there and trying to find the open man, that when he started scrambling, I remember last year when he started scrambling, we were all flabbergasted and it was like, uh-oh, this is what Lamar does. This is what Josh does. This is what Patty does to defenses. It gives them that other element that it's not just going to be a QB draw where I just drop back, wait 2 seconds, and then go, or another designed QB run. It's that undesigned, that impromptu type of scramble that made him so effective last year. And you're right, Tommy. We don't see that this year. We barely even see the design runs that are supposed to be there. But
it almost seemed like, because they did a few this past week, but I think we were down 2 touchdowns at the time. I'm like, why? And it worked. I'm like, it worked twice. So I'm like, all right, okay, cool. Why are we doing this? Why is the break emergency glass button? Okay, Jalen, let's run now. Like, I think there's got to be some form of ability to mix both in. I mean, it's not like you haven't done it before, right? Or maybe get Jalen out on like a option route or something. Like give him the ability to like do a quick sprint out, maybe some college style stuff, as opposed to him just being a strict pocket passer. Which is crazy to think of.
I still think he's a good QB. I still think he's a franchise QB, but let's face it, he is not a pure pocket passer. He is better when he is on the move. And he's gonna have to use his legs if we want any shot to stop this slide and save this season.
Yeah.
But we just won a Super Bowl with him. So all that being said, we still won.
Yeah.
So he's good enough.
Again, like he's
good enough to dominate in both of those games too. with his arm.
Yeah, and he's
Yep.
got the tools. He's never had the issue of being the tools. I think like this year is just the inconsistencies.
It's lazy to sit there and now all of a sudden come back and say Jalen can't play quarterback.
Yeah,
Right? That's the lazy thing. Oh, now he can't throw. He was the best quarterback on the field in the 2 Super Bowls that we were in. The other one we just didn't win. But it wasn't his fault we didn't win.
No, agreed. Completely.
So now all of a sudden, year after the Super Bowl, now we can't.
Hold on.
Well, I'm sorry. You're right.
Great argument, but he gave up 7 himself.
You're right. I completely forgot that. And I'm one of those guys.
Great ran at you.
I'm one of those guys that's not going to let that down. But yes, you're right. And I can't even say outside of that because that was the biggest part of the game. It was so early. But that being said, he still is the best quarterback on the field those two games in the biggest games of the season or of the franchise, and still performed with his arm. Now all of a sudden everyone's coming out and saying he can't throw, he can't pass. Is he having a down year? 100%. We could say the two things, and they can be absolutely both true. That Jalen Hurts can throw the football, and Jalen Hurts stinks this year. The two things are outside of each other, and both can be true. Like, it's just lazy to sit here and say, oh, he can't throw the football. He's not a pure pocket passer. No shit, he never was. But all the dude did up until 4 games in this year, coming off a Super Bowl win, is win football games. Now he's lost 4 games, 2 in a row in 2 different times. And now all of a sudden, we want Tanner McKee. Is he going to be back? What the hell is going on with Jalen?
Oh, God.
We're okay. We're okay.
Yeah, people are idiots. In terms of like,
believe me, I am not insinuating in any way, shape, or form sitting Jalen. That would be the dumbest. That would be the dumbest move ever. I mean,
does he need to play better? Hold on. Does he need to play better? Absolutely.
Yes.
Sure.
Anybody talking about benching him after he just won a Super Bowl and like we talked about being 2 Super Bowls in 3 years and outplaying the GOAT right now?
Yep.
That's playing the big bad wolf, and you outplay him in 2 of them and win 1 of them. And now we're going to talk about sitting them not even a calendar year after that. Like we talked about. Now, if this was a team, and to circle back to the poll for anybody in late here, if this was a team built on throwing the football 45 times a game, I would tell you, or you know what I mean, 30 times a game, 35, 40, whatever you want to say, I would tell you that, okay, it's not the offensive line. It's the quarterback. But it's a team that's built to throw it 25 times or under, and you're going to win a shit ton of games. Maybe all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But when you can't run the football, then you got to throw more than 22 times. So there it is. That's why it circles back to the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mr. Daly, what's up, buddy? Yes,
Hey,
I agree. That was a big win tonight. Not only that, mark it down. Not only are they going to the postseason, I think they win a postseason series.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh, boy.
Get fired up. Let's go.
Let me guess. The Sixers are going to the Eastern Conference Finals too, right?
No.
Well, I'm not going there.
No, they're not.
Yeah, let's knock that out.
I'm not drinking any lagers here, Greg. I just said the Flyers are going to win a playoff series.
Oh, how do you get your urgency back? You get your ass kicked, right? You go to film study, and you're getting,
getting mauled.
I think these extra days can help them. I want to believe as we get in here to talking about previewing the Chargers game a little bit, that I want to believe that I'm going to get our best effort. Does that mean our cleanest game? I don't know. I don't know at this point, right? But I do believe I'm going to get our best effort. I think when you can let the body breathe a little bit, and those bruises aren't as bruised anymore, it can give you a little bit more effort naturally. So I expect to see a little bit more fight because their backs are against the wall now, right? When we talked about the fact that we thought they were playing with their food. Well, if you're playing with your food, time's up, babe. Time's up on playing with your food. It's time to go.
Time to eat it.
Foot on the gas. Time to eat it. Time to go wash your hands when you're done and wash your hands. I don't know, dishpan diarrhea, right? That's what it's time for after the fact. But they got They gotta stop playing with it. They got to find that sense of urgency. And I think when you talk about losing number 1 seed and you see what happened, because there was 2 losses in 5 days, 4 days, whatever you want to say, it's 2 losses in a short period of time. And I think when you have that happen to you, it creates even more drama, like we talked about that was going to happen. If that took place, and it did. So where do you go from here? You know, who are they? What's your identity as a football team? We don't know, because they don't have one. And you hope the time off and the reset again, because they've already had one, but another little mini bye can you would hope they can refigure some things out, right? They can I don't know, design some better things, right? Decide what is going to be the thing we do. What's it going to be, right? You know, and Saquon lost a little bit of a step this year because of the touches. We need to get more guys involved, right? Like they gotta sit down and figure things out. Are we going to throw the ball 35 times a game, or are we going to figure it out running the football? And that's what they got to decide. And I think any good team and any good organization would want to start this process by saying, you know what, we want to do in our identity, we want to be able to run the football and build off of that. And that's any good team. I don't know, like Patrick Mahomes led teams and any led teams, Tom Brady led teams, they wouldn't be able to run the football well, because it sets up being able to throw the ball easier and better like that. It's common sense help for a quarterback being able to run the football. But since we can't, the morons at the NovaCare haven't figured the hell out that run the quarterback. And then maybe people get what they want. I mean, maybe they'll get a concussion and they'll get Tanner, and everybody be like, against, like, look at Tanner against Washington, spinning all around, and everybody be, you know, mouthful of Tanner, who I think can play, by the way.
City.
But I don't know if he's a franchise quarterback or any of these types of things. Where we have a guy who's proved
quality backup, and he's a backup for a reason.
For a reason. You give him a couple of weeks, they'll start exposing what he can't do. Give it time, give film time. So before you go crowning, but our quarterback needs to play better. And he knows it, but he needs to play better. And the people talking about benching him, or the people talking about he can't play, forget throwing, Greg. The people talking about he can't play are the morons. They're the idiots. They say he can't play. Knock it off, man. All right. Doesn't mean you don't have off years. Now he's got to figure it the hell out. Because when we say when it really matters, when we talk about basketball, last 5 minutes really matters, right? When you talk about a football season, that this stretch right here. It's the final quarter.
End of December.
Yeah, we are in the final quarter of the regular season. So it is time. It is officially time to start playing your best football. So whenever, we believe, if I'm wrong, you guys tell me I'm wrong, but we believe he's a little bit of he's one of these. A little bit of a light switch guy. I want to believe that from what I've watched in Super Bowls, that he's got that light switch in him. And not even Super Bowls, just bigger games, right? So I want to believe he still has that. You don't lose that. I believe he's a winner. I think that his record speaks to that. Has he had the luxury of good teams? Yeah. But he's also had the luxury. He's been damn good. And the biggest thing we talk about, he doesn't turn the football over. Last week, he turned the football over twice. We talked about how do you lose last week. I told you how you lose. You give the football away to them. No Captain Obvious time. Same way you're going to lose. Same way you lose against the Chargers. You give the football away. Well, write it down then, because we ain't good enough to win that way right now. And I think that might be some of the reason he's holding on to the ball a little bit too much, not trusting some things. But listen, this is a closed environment, right? This is, it's beautiful, closed environment, turf. I mean, you got to get back. You got to get back to this offense. I need a 30-point game. You know what I mean? I need a 30-point game. And I don't even need the defense to be anything crazy. I need the offense to come play football. I need a 31, 24 game, 31-27. Like, I don't care if defense gives us 27 points.
Yeah.
Right.
I just need them to not give up 280 on the ground again. That's all.
Yeah. Like I don't care. I don't care about giving up 28 points if I score 31. Like they're allowed to have an off week. Now, what I would love to see happen It's just a full complete game, which I argued about that we didn't need earlier on in the year, but we're at the time now where we are over that now, and I'll even take 3 great quarters. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna be a pig, right? I'm not gonna be Tommy Piggy, Tommy Piggy Bank, just looking for more change in the bank here. Okay, I'll take 3 damn good quarters of football, and you win Monday night, and I know that to be true. So 3 damn good quarters of football, and we win Monday night, and I think that would make me feel better. 2 great quarters of football, would make me feel better. A great second quarter and fourth quarter for a win would make me feel better, right? 2 great quarters that aren't in the same half would make me feel better. That you can adjust.
Maybe scoring a point after halftime.
Yeah. I mean, scoring points, period, would be exciting. So, hopefully, sometimes going indoors can help it, but it hasn't helped much for us. But I'll take some first downs to start. But listen, I want to believe that we can still score at a high rate. You know what I mean? How do we not? Like, how do we continue to not score at a high rate? So now you're this deep into a season. Okay, you get another little mini bye going on here. How are you and the offensive coordinator and a unit not now officially all on the same page at this rate right now? Like, how are you guys not knowing, like, these are the type of plays we want to run? This is what we do best. How's everybody now on the same page with that at this point? And listen, man, we need to run for 150 goddamn yards on the ground. That's what we need to do Monday night. It's got to be 150 yards between the quarterback and the running back. It needs to be 150 plus yards on the ground. All right, that's what we need to go do. We need to go do what we're capable of doing, and wake the fuck up. All right, use a little Noah here. Time to wake the fuck up and go run the football. All right, God damn it, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of watching it. It's atrocious. It's atrocious. All this money up there, all these assets. All right, I told you Tyler Steen stinks. Right, we knew that. Maybe just swap jersey with Becton before the game, and everybody's happy. You guys
but he's getting pulled out there from his play.
Good.
He's not even playing full games out there.
Bring him back here. Bring him back over. Trade you real quick.
Release him. Cut him. Wave him. We'll take him. Let him go play guard. But listen, it's got to be not even a get right game. It's got to be a win. But I'm gonna go 31. I'm gonna go with the 31-24. I want to believe in this defense to also wake up. And 24 is not a crazy number. But I'm gonna go 31-24, 21 in that range. But yeah, I hope I just want to hope it's a better game. I have no rhyme or reason to pick us to win at this point, right this moment, besides just what I've witnessed over the course of this regime, this quarterback. Like, I know 2023, but I tell people, ask me all the time, Tom, it's 2023 again. I said, yeah, listen, man, that's an easy thing that dial radio can tell you. 2023 again. Hey, Tom, 2023 again. Hey, this is gonna be our headline. 2023 again. Okay, it's easy, clickbait, drive time type shit. Okay, I want to make this very clear again. Now, if Friday happens again, then yeah, then maybe we are in 2023. But this defense is way too damn good for 2023. All right, I believe too much in the coordinator, in the players that we're gonna pull a 2023 here. So I'm gonna bet no on that, and the schedule dictates that doesn't happen too. Now anybody can beat anybody, and if you're sliding, maybe then you're really sliding. But I can't see it happen again. I think they know better. I think they're battle tested with it, and I think they have a quarterback that knows how to win football games, or is able to keep his team in game. They're allowed to play some bad football, dude. Now you can say it's led up to this. I tend to agree and disagree with it, right? Because they've won games. So when you win, it doesn't matter how you win, you won. So I don't want to say it led up to this. I think we just played our worst football these last 5 days. Now you get a reset. Football God's looking down at you. Hey, let me reset you. Let me send you out to beautiful LA for a Monday nighter and rev you to fuck back up again. So let's go. because we're going to know if Dallas wins again Thursday, tomorrow night, we're going to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a nice thing, right?
Yeah,
we're going to know going into the game what we got to do.
Well, we got to do it anyway.
Well, sure,
Yeah.
yes.
So,
We gotta
I want
win.
to make this clear. I want them to win because I want the sense of urgency to win. You know what I mean? I want the sense of, they're up our rears. Now, I don't want them to win because I hate them. But in reality, I don't want to play my worst football going into the playoffs because how can I expect to win games then? Right? How am I picking us to win in the playoffs if we can't take care of some things in the regular season? And maybe sometimes getting on the road's good for this football team because they were getting booed and sort of getting ran out of the building and your butthole clench up. So maybe it is that we get a road game, home game, road game, home game right now. And get out to LA, get away from it for a little bit. And go out there and believe nobody believes you can do it. Nobody believes you anymore. Everybody thinks you stink. People are egging the coordinator's house, which is a goddamn joke. All right. And take it personal. Take it personal. As a football team. Right. If you really care about your coaches and care about each other and you're a real family, go take that shit personal. And take that out on who you're playing Monday. All right. That's what I got.
No, it's spot on, Tommy, and it's all right. Like it is nice that LA isn't this overbearing, this home game centric type of place, right? You got to go out, right? As you said early on, it's going to be probably mostly Eagles fans.
Yeah. Sure.
The Chargers don't run the football very well, right? Kamani Vidal is pretty good. He's a pretty good running back. He's not going to gash you like DeAndre Swift or Monangai did. Their offensive line is one of the worst offensive lines in football.
Yeah.
And has been throughout the year. I mean, they're rotating guys in throughout the game itself. There's reports that Mekhi Becton naturally is on the sideline in the middle of the game wondering why he's not in the game. Like, there's no reason why he's not playing, and then he finds out it's because Harbaugh doesn't think he's playing well, right? So they're a disaster on the offensive line. Obviously, we know Herbert can spin it. McConkey and Allen are probably going to be the two guys that we have to worry about. But no, I have a win. We have to have a win. This isn't like Tommy was saying, this isn't like breaking. We have to have a win. We are in win now mode just till we get ourselves back. And at this point, I'm going to go back to, I don't care what it looks like. I just need a win. You even look at these last two games that we lost; they were all one possession games, and we played bad. It wasn't like we got ran out the gym. We got blitzed out the gym. We got ran, air raid and all this. No. We lost those games more than the other teams won them. Our self-inflicted wounds, our self-inflicted turnovers. We talk about all year, win the turnover battle, you're going to win the games. Well, we didn't win the turnover battle for 2 games in a row. Shocker, we didn't win those games. 30. I'm going crazy here. 28-21. I don't even like that. I think it's too close.
It's too close.
I think it's too close. 27-17. Eagles.
Okay. Yeah. I already said this is a must-win game. I think every game down the stretch is a must-win game, right? Even if you've already clinched say the 2 or 3 seed, and you're not really playing anything for week 18, I still kind of want to see those guys go out and win that game, right? Because if you finish the season at 13-4 and a little bit of a hot streak, nobody's gonna remember anything that happened in the middle of the season. Right?
Heck, we probably all had 13-4 as our high mark of the season anyway.
I did. I absolutely 100% had.
It's just the way we lost, right? It's not that we lost. It's just the way we lost those 4 games.
Exactly. It's you blown 2 leads and then you got blitzed off by, just getting beat in the trenches, where you're not used to this team doing. You're used to this team bullying people in the trenches, and you had multiple times this year where you're just getting bum rushed, right? You're just not winning anything at the point of attack. I think I've been saying it for a couple weeks now. If you just played average, you'd probably have 2 more wins, right? Average. You don't need again, you gave away 2 wins, and then you got smoked twice because I don't know if you weren't ready, or it was bad coaching, or if it was just you're not in the right spots, like not getting calls going the other way, whatever it is, no rhythm. Either way, it's all self-inflicted, right? So all you really need to do is go play your brand of football, whatever that is. Obviously over the last couple of years, it's been establishing the run and then being able to throw off of that. Because if Jalen throws the ball under 21 times or something, they've lost like twice, which is
25,
insane.
25, yeah.
Yeah. Like 25 and only 25, yeah. But it's really hard to, even as bad as they've looked, to be like, yeah, they're going to lose this week. I can't physically look at this team and like they're going to lose because they shouldn't lose. Now, obviously, they're going to lose. It's the NFL. It's difficult to win games. But it's so hard to think that this team that has a Super Bowl MVP quarterback, a dude that just ran for 2,000 yards, multiple wide receivers that can go over 1,000 yards in a season, tackles who have been borderline, all pros, one of the best, centers in the league, solid guard play. It's so hard to think that these guys aren't just going to step up. Be like, all right, yeah, hey, we're done. But this is over. Right? I hope they did that at some point over the last week. Do I think they're going to look great? Not really. But like I said, if they can just look average, I think they're going to go in there and get a W. 24-23. Birds.
We're oh my God, we're nail biting our dicks off on Monday night.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's not going to be pretty. They're going to win it, though. But it's going to be better. There's going to be shades of better in there.
Wow. Maybe I do care what it looks like if it's that. Holy shit.
I'm not going to be happy watching the game. They're going to win. Not going to be happy about it.
Holy shit, Rye.
Yeah.
I'll be happy for a win.
I'll be happy for a win. I'll be pissed off the entire game.
What I need to see from this football team is for them to reestablish their dominance in the trenches. I need this offensive line and the defensive line to wake the fuck up and play great football. And if that happens, I have no doubt in my mind that we go out to LA and beat the Chargers 24-10. And that's what I got. I mean, we have to establish the line of scrimmage. And we have failed to do that numerous times this year, especially on the offensive line. And look, it's as you alluded to earlier, Ryan, it's nut up or shut the fuck up. So, I mean, look, if we look like dog shit on Monday night, then I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any more excuses. So let's go out there, establish the line of scrimmage, win the turnover battle, and you win the game. I mean, look, as great a QB as Justin Herbert is, he's known to throw a few up for grabs, and it's up to us to make the plays.
Well, it all starts with pressure.
Yep.
And if you can get pressure on a broken hand, so you get pressure on a broken hand too, a little bit more hesitant, and the ability to start taking the football away a couple of times and put your offense in some good field position, and maybe not fumble a tush push after that, but at the end of the day, we need some things to start going our way, start getting good field position, and then being able to capitalize off of that and then get some rhythm, and get some good vibes going. Either that or you need to have a drive. You need to get a couple first downs. You know what it's like to put a 5, 6, 7, 8 minute drive together.
Hey, offensive line, do me a fucking favor. Give me one game where we don't turn a 3rd and 2 into a 3rd and 7. Give me one fucking game where we don't have
turn it into a 3rd and 12.
Ill-timed penalty.
They'll turn it into a 3rd and 12 for you then.
Yeah. It'll be a fucking holding penalty instead of a fault.
Yeah, you weren't specific enough with your wills there.
Definitely not specific enough.
Fuck.
Yeah, Genie got you, man.
And just maybe, on 3rd and inches and 4th and inches, we convert that push like we used to.
Well, I saw a video of this the other day. They haven't been having the second guy on like Jalen's left-hand side, right? Like they're back there, but the guy on the left hand hasn't been up there pushing. I guess to give the refs some clearer view of Jalen moving forward. I don't know if that's the actual thing or not, but guy came in on Jalen's left and ripped the ball out because there was nobody there blocking it.
Yeah.
Just another thing that hasn't looked right over the last few weeks. It's insane. It's insane.
One of many things.
Oh yeah, Pat. We've always been, when we're successful, a big chunk play team. Sort of been our MO too. But we're also fourth quarter, or we're able to fourth quarter run the game down your throat.
Yeah.
And literally just impose our will and have 8-minute drives and say thanks for coming. That's missing. So the explosiveness is missing. That's missing. But I said bigger than anything, they just haven't gotten a rhythm. And you need things to go your way. When I mean that, you need turnovers. You need some things down in their field position, and go get 7, and that can sort of get you going a little bit. And then next thing you know, your offense starts playing more to the caliber they're capable of. Maybe not fully there where we want them to be, but better.
Yeah, I don't expect us to score on every drive, but we got to limit the 3 and outs offensively. I mean,
we just have a game where you don't punt. Like, hey,
that'd be amazing. I'd take a many 3 and outs. If we had at least one first down
on every drive, yes.
Hey, Eagles only punted twice tonight. And we're in the fourth quarter. Birds only punted twice.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. I felt like there were multiple games last year where we just didn't punt.
Yeah.
No.
I believe there were.
Yeah, you were correct. Yeah. I also remember the part of the postseason run where we hung a fucking 55 burger on Washington and then a 40 burger on Kansas City.
Those are fun times.
Yeah. I mean, we have the capability. We've got to get healthy. We've got to limit our mistakes and overall just play better.
That might be the thing that I look at the most in this game, Tommy, and when you talk about the drives. If we can sustain 2-3 of those big time drives, especially if they're in big time moments, right? Big time crunch moments, that might be like, all right, we might be coming out of this. We might be coming out of this. And like you said, like, I don't need a 4 quarter. I don't need, I'll take portions of it. To me, that's those portions, right? Can we sustain a drive where we go impose our will down the football field, 70, 80, whatever yards, right? 75, 85, whatever, wherever we start. Can we go impose our will, right? You look back last year, that Pittsburgh game where we got the ball with 8 minutes left in the game, and Pittsburgh never got it back.
Didn't touch the ball.
Yep. Right? And how many of those drives did you have last year that we all came into this year, and I know especially me, all came into this year saying, that's our bread and butter. When we need a drive, Jalen Hurts leads us on a drive.
Yep.
And we went through the whole season so far wanting those drives, needing those drives. I'm hoping we get a few on Monday because we need a few on Monday. We need a few to give our defense a break. We need a few just to get our offense rolling in a rhythm, like we've all said. And we need those drives. And they need to convert to points. Whatever they are, 7, 3, 8, right? Whatever it turns out to be, we need those drives.
Yeah. Just like imposing your will drives. I don't know if we've had one this year.
I don't think we have.
I can't remember a drive where you just took 12 minutes off the clock and just bowled through people. It seems like I feel like we've had those drives against us where the defense is held up somehow. right?
At least once a game.
Yeah, like, and you giving yourselves the ability to do one of those drives, or God forbid, multiple of them, what's that do? It helps your defense sit down for a little bit instead of you going 3 and out. Oh, guess what? Hey guys, sit down for 2 minutes. Punt team, you're out there. Let's go. Like,
Yeah, good old chip days.
yeah, you know how demoralizing that must be, right? Especially when those guys weren't on the field at all last year. Like, oh my God, I'm out here 60 minutes a game. It seems like almost. Because I think Chicago ran like double the amount of plays that we did last week. And I know they won the possession battle 70-30, I think, 65-35, something like that. It's really, really hard for your defense to look good if your offense isn't helping. Right? Now, obviously, our defense has bailed us out plenty of times this year. How about the offense goes out and just, hey, guys, we got it tonight. You go hang out over there. Right? Because the Chargers are beatable. They got smoked by the Jags a couple weeks ago.
Oh, they're definitely beatable.
Like,
there's no question they're beatable.
Yeah, I don't know. You need one of those. Just again, it's not even a get right game. You need a statement game. Like, all right, hey, we're the defending Super Bowl champs. You have to come beat us. Like, we're done letting this shit happen.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do this weekend. Well, Monday.
Because more importantly, out of all this, I need to be able to use them next week against the Raiders in their survivor pool. I'm hanging on, and I need a win to come home so I can feel good about them.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
Because if I can't use them there, I don't know what I'm going to use them.
Yeah, I'm going to need AJ in the fantasy playoffs, so I need that guy tip-top shape.
Yeah, just listen. They're going to play better. They're going to play better. They're going to figure some things out. And the schedule sort of allows it. I mean, the Chargers are not good in pass protection. Reason the quarterback's got a broken hand. So, and the numbers speak for it. So it's a real opportunity to get back to sort of what we were doing in Chicago and versus Detroit and get after the damn quarterback.
You mean Green Bay?
Or Green
Bay,
Bay,
where it's at.
Detroit.
You said Chicago.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
I don't need a replay.
I normally would let you go, but I just wanted to make sure to fix you on that
Please fix away. Yeah, so Green Bay and Detroit, the way we played against those two teams, defensively, because we got after the quarterback, and we just got to get back to making them feel uncomfortable. But being able to get into those downs to do it too, right? And that starts with being able to stop the run. So they got to come do it. Defensive player of the game. Jeez. Give me Q with a pick.
Giddy up.
Give me Q with a pick. Maybe pick 6. Give me a pick 6 from Q.
Go ahead. I love that pick. Give me Nakobe. Give me Nakobe. I think he got a little exposed last week. He probably feels like he got a little run over. Give me Nakobe here.
Well, he feels like it because he and the entire defense did get run over.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
When you give up 280 on the ground, you got ran the fuck over.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, they did.
Tire marks on the back. Yeah.
No, you didn't have to go all there. Oh, no.
Just saying.
You're right, though.
So now it's time to put some tire marks on some Charger jerseys. Run them the fuck over. Give me my offensive player of the game.
We're defense.
Defense.
Wow. All right.
Good.
Give me.
We're doing it different.
No, give me Cooper. Cooper DeJean. Forced fumble.
Yeah, something.
Take it. Sure.
Look at us. Not asking for a lot.
Nope. I need Nolan Smith to have a good week this week.
Yes,
please.
I need him to show up this week. He hasn't been around since like week 2, whenever he got hurt. I haven't seen that guy. So need him to, I need a sack and a half out of Nolan Smith this week. We talked about how their offensive line hasn't been very good.
Nope.
Right. So give me Nolan Smith, please, dude. Give me something. I haven't seen anything out of you. Like Jalen Phillips, I think has more sacks than you since he's been here. He hasn't been here. So give me something this week, man. Need it.
Yeah, give me offensively. Let me go with Devontae in this game. I'm say Devontae has a buck 20 plus.
This does feel like a Devontae game, though, too.
And 2 tutties.
This does feel like a Devontae game.
2 tutties from Devontae.
Because he was so close last game, right? Jalen missed him on that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good call.
Yeah, there's stuff out there. You know what I mean?
There is.
Like, absolutely.
It's just us connected on stuff. It's because I don't even want to say that was a bad read because that wasn't. even though Dallas was wide open, both were touchdowns. So it's not like you made the wrong read. You just didn't. You didn't hit him in stride.
Well,
you get him in his back pocket.
And you look at all those games too, or all that play, and you look from all the angles. I mean, obviously it was a blitz, and he was only focused on that side, right? So he wasn't even, to Dallas's point, he wasn't even looking there. And he had the time. He just didn't think he had the time, right? That the offensive line did play up, but yes, I mean that's such a huge ball, and so I'll go the guy that threw the ball. I'll go Jalen. I'll go quarterback. I'll put it on his shoulders.
Well, we've been waiting for this one. So
I think we see a number one game. A little bit of everything, right? 30 yards rushing, 170 yards passing, 4 total TDs, right? However that looks like, So that's where I'm going.
How many rush yards?
Well, I can't go 4 TDs. I only got 27 points. Well, we're gonna miss a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's shocking.
Like 30. I'm not gonna go crazy.
30.
Like 30 rush yards.
I feel like he needs to get to that. Like, I just feel like he needs a game of like 45-50.
Yeah.
I think he needs a game to show like he can beat you with his legs. And I know that sounds like so basic, Tom. It's common sense when you're talking about game planning for teams, right? If you can seriously, if you can go rush for 75 yards in a game, 80 yards in a game, and show that you can go beat somebody with your legs again, like he did earlier on in his career, and he still can, obviously, then that changes how everybody game plans for you. Yeah. And that opens up so much stuff, not only in this specific game, but it would open up big plays moving forward. That's why big plays were were much more prevalent, but it's also not just that, right? We've talked about everything that's led up, and then you guys, finish players if you haven't, but it's everything that's led up it starts with the penalties, and then everything else follows suit with that. When you talk about getting some damn rhythm going.
Yeah.
I think at this point I'm going out on a limb here, but give me Saquon Barkley. I mean, God damn it, he ran.
You're hanging from the limb, babe.
Yeah, I mean, he ran for 255 in that fucking stadium last year against the Rams. Now, obviously, I don't see him doing that this week, but fuck, man. Give me 105 yards on the ground, Saquon. Give me 105 and a touchdown. And let's start the offensive line. Let's start imposing our fucking will again. So that's my hope.
Yeah. I'm going to be
everybody.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's got to be able to do it.
Probably more of a hope than a realistic expectation at this point. But
yeah, for sure.
We gotta have hope.
Yep. Jordan Mailata specifically, the offensive line as a whole, but him specifically, I think he's probably had the worst year out of anybody that we expected to have, a really good year. Obviously Landon's been hurt. Steen, we knew what he is. Juergens has been battling injuries. Lane's hurt. So he's the only guy that's been playing pretty much the whole time. And when this team has had success running the football, it's generally been to the left-hand side. So I'm going to need him to go out there and impose his will on Monday. And, I couldn't even tell you who their leading pass rusher is. right? So go show why you're a big dog. And I don't want to Khalil Mack. Yeah, great.
That's
How
a
old is he?
guess, right?
Yeah, maybe. Like, how old is he at this point? Like, there's nobody out there that's going to be able to bully you on that team. So go be a bully. Haven't seen you been doing that, right?
Mhm.
I love the videos the Eagles put out after wins where it's just like him mic'd up and he's just talking shit. Give me one of those games, man. Give me one of those games where he's just making holes. Saquon breaks a long run or two, maybe one for Jalen, right? Go be the 6'8" dude that we got from Australia. Go be him. All right. Don't be this pussycat we've been seeing the last few weeks.
Yeah, please.
I'm going to throw in a caveat too. Not a caveat, but like a 1B. I'd like to see something from Britton Covey in the return game. Can you get us some like good field position every once in a while? You know, we haven't. I saw like the last time I think we had a punt return was 2020, Jalen Rager, and then the last time we had a kick return might have been Josh Huff in 18. So we haven't. And again, that's from Twitter. I didn't verify it, but it all sounded right because I couldn't think of the last one in my head either. Right, so I don't need a return, but I would like some field position switch with the return game, please.
That'd be nice. Feels like we're always getting the ball at the 30 or whatever.
Khalil Mack, 4.5 sacks is their leader. I was right.
Yeah, Tuli Tuilopo. Tuli Tuilopo, their best guy. So,
I missed him. Yeah. 10 sacks.
yeah,
10?
I scrolled right through him. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he had 8.5 last year. He's going up like every year, obviously. His third year, he's having a breakout.
They're actually top 5 in defensive yards or yards per game. They're actually top 5 in the league.
What, giving it up or
not giving it up?
Best.
No Chargers?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they are number 3. They only give up 275 yards a game.
It's a well-coached team.
Yeah. Yep. Who protects the football Sunday?
Yep.
And
Need it.
who gets pressure?
Yeah, it's two solid football teams, man. They're both going to be in the playoffs. They both won playoff games last year, right? Like, you have to go out there and beat them. They're not just going to give it to you. Right? Go out there and beat them.
We hope they're in the playoffs. I mean, for our sake, we don't hope they are.
Well,
but we
last
hope we
year.
are.
Last year they both were.
But now listen, we just gotta go. We gotta go be physical, man. We gotta remember what got us to the point we were last year. We were tough. We were physical. We weren't a team to fuck with in terms of that. And we would impose it. We would impose it all the time. And it's time for us to start seeing that more. We haven't seen it at all. So
Yes.
I would just like to see even some glimpses that can still be done. And I think it's there. I do. They can't. Again, we talked about last week. Offense, 2 penalties, no more than 2. You need under 2. Like, you need to have a clean game. You need to have a focused game. Got to be able to do those little things right if you want to be successful.
Oh, for sure.
Right. And when you're struggling and you're worse in the league on third down conversions or 3 and outs, right? You're worse in the league in 3 and outs. You can't bite yourself in the ass more than that. So when you're last in that, you can't go backwards in the run game in terms of penalties and taking sacks, whatever that may be. But you got to, then it comes down to, okay, well, what's always been the difference maker? What's always been the separator when everything else broke down for us? What's worked? Well, it's always when you have a quarterback that can run and move around and make plays on his own. That's what you need. It was always Jalen Hurts, the playmaker, right? And / quarterback. It was always playmaker first. The playmaker.
Extended plays, extended drives.
Yeah, we need a playmaker. We need to be a playmaker again.
Yep.
Go be you.
Picking up a key 3rd and 6 when nothing's there. Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, I mean, listen, that's really, we can sit here and just keep going over the same things when it comes to the Eagles at this
For
point.
sure.
You know what I mean? And then we're just banging our head against the wall. So it's a wait and see, man. And we'll talk about it again next week, and it'll be fresh. A Monday night game. We're on Wednesday night, so I look forward to talking to everybody about it. But let's segue a little Sixers. When you talk about ups and downs, they fit right into that. Right, early on in the year, the only difference is they don't have it. They don't have it. They didn't win a championship last year, right? They're not even close to that. But they're pretty much playing like almost like 500. Since like not since the start, but like over the last like week or two, but not good enough. They just need to continue to try to get healthy, right? And they're going in that direction. I mean, PG's back, Drummond's back. You start getting not back. Drummond was out for a game, but you're starting to get more guys back. Like McCain's been back for a minute now. BJ's been back from his little week out. Now it's just about getting Kelly and Watford back. And dude, to be honest with you, for the first time ever, it's not even about Embiid, man. Like it's not even about him.
Yeah.
Like I think Drummond, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think one, Drummond brings you more because he absolutely boards. Say whatever you want about him, he just flat out rebounds. And having that length in there, that's doing that is so important. And we don't have it right now with Joel playing because he's not getting any lift, which we were hoping would slowly come, and it still may. But now it's it's the other knee soreness, and it's just it's one thing after another. Right. And at some point, they're going to continue to play him when he can play. But, we look to be, I was at the game when he played. And, when he was in, it was good at the beginning. Everything was good. Like early on, it was when later on in the game, we couldn't do anything. We couldn't rebound. We just looked like we were lost completely. And that's happens too often. With him in there for some reason. And when you lose his athleticism, I mean, now you're losing the biggest part of his game. I mean, he can still score, he can still do those things, but he's not as dominant as he was. And I think they're just rushing him to play for the fans. And I don't think you need to. Like, I think if this whole roster was just all healthy, you don't even need to play him. Like, honestly, like let him get right, man. Whatever that means.
Look how we started the year, right? We started the year without him, and we were all playing really good together.
Yep, and that was without McCain, right? And
that was without McCain and PG.
Yeah, now you got those two guys back, and it's like, dude, you're deep enough. You just need to get Watford and really Kelly and Watford back, and you have the length on the perimeter. You have some of the things you need. You have the size with Drummond, Bona, Barlow, right? You have Parker. You have some of the bigger guys you can use for fouls, etc. You know what I mean?
So all the points you made there, Tom, are we just maybe we're better off trying like hell to find a trade partner for Joel Embiid?
Yeah, I mean, I think we are better off at this point of where we're at. And that's hard for me to say.
Whether we will or won't. I mean,
listen, guys, listen. This is extremely hard for me to say because I've been the biggest advocate for Joel Embiid, but we're at that point. We're at that point for that conversation for sure. And I think any good organization would be. Any bad organization wouldn't be open to having a conversation. Now I still need things, you know what I mean? And obviously matching money and all those things, you're going to get that. But I would love to get things off my books, to be able to sign, the guys on this roster I want to be able to extend, etc., and build this thing around Maxey, build this thing around VJ, build this thing around McCain. PG's your veteran, right? And now you're feeling a lot better about this roster. But now you're able to sign Grimes, so you're able to do some things, and you're able to then sign other guys. You don't have to go maxing everything out. You can just go get better, get deeper, and then acquire picks back too. Right, obviously, because in a deal where I'm just getting back stuff I'm going to shed, earlier than not type deal, then I need, I want 2 firsts minimum. You know what I mean? minimum. I want 2 unprotected.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
to be honest, I think you'll find a bad GM somewhere in
They're
the
out there.
NBA
Oh, there's always
to
someone.
be dumb enough to make that deal. You just need to find one dumbass. That's all. You find one dumbass and you can make a deal. Huh?
Should have called up Dallas last year.
Yeah, I almost to that point. I almost wonder if it's easier though to trade him in the off season when you don't necessarily have to match dollar for dollar, or you know what I mean, like where it's a lot easier to make that type of move.
It is.
But you even hear Joel kind of not talking about trade, but just talking about the shift in the momentum of the team, right? That it's Maxi's team, that he feels bad for Maxi, right? That we're kind of wasting some of these really good games by not being able to provide a win with it, right? So you even hear the shift in Joel.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, let's face it, we've already wasted Joel's prime years. The last thing you want to do is also waste Maxi's. And
we should absolutely start Drummond. Yeah. But trade him. I mean, find somebody that's dumb enough, like we're talking about. Not even dumb enough. Find somebody that's desperate enough to sell tickets when he is healthy, or be able to get one over on their fan base. Like, if we didn't have so many guards, I would say call Memphis because they got a disgruntled player.
Yeah.
Right. And
I think the team coming in, you can work a deal with somehow in Golden State.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how you would do it, but I think they would take them.
Well,
I mean, I know Joel's obviously a competitor, yada, 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 but you would think at some point he would be resigned to the fact that, hey, on a contending team, I'm probably no more than a role player these days. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's there yet. Just like you said, the competitor in him. Right. He always wants to sit there and think. I mean, because even though he still is almost a point per minute guy.
Right.
Right. He just can't do anything else.
Right.
He just can't give you that athleticism on the defensive end. He can't give you that athleticism on the boards like he used to. He's just a pick and pop 20 a night game in 20 minutes.
But is what Sean's saying is you guys, is that, does that matter to you guys? What do you think about it?
I mean, look,
that stuff we did talk about.
For a long time, I didn't care about the NBA until Christmas. So I mean, that's usually the time that the Eagles are done. It's like Christmas. All right, time to switch over to the Sixers now. But because that's their, I know opening nights in October, which we haven't won back-to-back games since October. By the way, we went the entire month of November without winning back-to-back games. Went and checked that. But it's the same type of wheel. We're Christmas Day is oh hey, the NBA is it's here now. It's not really fighting football anymore, or football season's almost over. All right, hey guys, it's the NBA, right? Because for a while, I literally I put ESPN on when we were hosting Christmas, and it was just NBA all day, right? That's just what was on. Because you didn't have bowl games really, and the NFL only started 2 years ago, so it just wasn't on. So that was the proverbial, hey, look, the NBA is back. All right, cool, time to watch it now. So yeah, I think that realistically, if you're at 500, right, at Christmas, and you're getting healthier, yeah, absolutely, you can segue that into actually, hey, look, we have eyes on us now. Let's play a little bit better, right? Because you had 25, 30 games to warm up to start the season. Right? Maybe you get Joel into a better injury situation. PG's back and got his legs underneath him. Jared McCain's looking better, right? So these guys all gelling for a month, right? If you give them if everybody's healthy this month, give them 10, 12 games before it gets to Christmas. They're not playing on Christmas this year, but that's when you can be all right, hey, this team's got something. Right now, it's just been super inconsistent.
8 games to Christmas.
8 games to Christmas. All right, so there you go.
And a pretty decent stretch. I mean, Golden State, Milwaukee. I saw a video that Giannis got hurt. Was that tonight or was that the other day?
Might have been the other day.
And he's asking for a trade too.
Yeah,
I just saw that.
Knicks, apparently.
But you got Golden State at Milwaukee, back-to-back So you got tomorrow and Friday are back to back. Golden State, Milwaukee, home Lakers on Sunday. Then you got a whole week off. Pistons on Friday. Then you go at Hawks, at New York, home Dallas, home Brooklyn, and that's Tuesday the 23rd. So that's right before Christmas. Then they play Friday at Chicago. So 8 games before Christmas. So that was tonight. I guess he asked for a trade earlier today and then got hurt.
He got hurt.
Then he got hurt.
Yeah, pulled my hammy. Damn.
Well, it was a non-contact. He was jumping around.
It's like, my Achilles.
Yeah.
Damn. Was it like actually an Achilles, or was he just? Let's see.
I didn't hear it. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't have the volume on, but it didn't seem like it was good. But that's pretty funny that it happened.
Oh.
That it happened on a day he asked for.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not so sure. What did he do? It looks like he slipped or something.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Came out from underneath the basket and then just went down.
Calf strain. Okay.
I'm saying he went down on purpose.
There's everybody on Twitter is saying the same thing, like faking an injury.
Yeah. He wants out. Hey, man.
Did he just sign a big deal with Milwaukee, too?
I think so.
Like last year or this all season?
Within the last 2 years, yeah.
Within the last, Like, then why sign? Right? Why sign the deal if you're not gonna stay there?
Well, what did he just finally figure out that it's shitty winters in fucking Milwaukee? Come on, man. Who the fuck wants to live in Milwaukee?
Well, that actually could
he
be a good
signed
team.
A 3-year extension. This is the first of a 3-year. So he's got this year at 54, next year's at 58.5, and then a player option for the year after that at 62.7.
Oh, is that it?
So he's good. Yeah, so he's
62. Jesus Christ.
He's got a 1+1. Yeah, 62.7. Won that for this year. So
well, can he take the 62 and just give me the 700,000?
I'd be cool with that.
Yeah, right.
I'll even take 70.
Yeah.
70K. Yeah. No, man, again, this team's got some talent on it. Maxi's showing that he's really turning into a superstar. Like, he's going to be an all-star at the very least, right? So,
yeah.
I mean, you're talking about him as one of the best players in the NBA this year, which is, 2 years ago, if you would have told me Maxi is the best player on this team and, like, potentially, like, an all-pro, I would have told you were crazy. Like, what happened to Joel? But, no, it's very, very good to see. Quentin Grimes has been pretty good. Jerry McCain's looked better. So your young guards have been playing pretty well, right? Just need your veteran forwards to be healthy and help them out a little bit.
More or less, it's a guard-oriented league,
For sure, absolutely.
Yeah, it always has been.
Yeah, it was funny watching the whole process where like every guard's running around the league and Steph's winning championships, and we went center, power forward 3 straight years.
Yeah, well, it was like the game was always won inside out from the creation of the game. And it just so happened that there was a team that won the other way, in a big way. And so everybody started shooting deeper. Everybody started shooting more threes, and it became a copycat league. Yep. And it shifted back towards not back, it just shifted towards a total guard oriented league, where big guys need to be able to shoot it and rebound, and not play with their back to the basket. So that's where it's really It's really changed. Maybe one day it might, things go. Could shift back one day. You never know.
With the way big men get hurt, especially it seems like over the last 15, 20 years, I'd be surprised if it shifted the other way back to, when Dak and Ewing and centers dominated the league.
Yeah, I think you might get like a guy you're going to get big guys who dominate, but not necessarily back to the basket big guys.
Right.
But that's okay too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But listen, they're a team that is now officially building around guards and wings, and you continue to build around Maxey, who's turning into a superstar. So
now we need him to get that consistent superstar whistle too.
Yeah, for sure. You need the whistle and need to make your free throws. Because that would be a win. The game's over. Even if you just make one of them, I feel like it's over.
Yeah, it was tough.
So you can't miss both. And here we are. So, but still, turn himself into, what we expect him to turn himself into. VJ's been good. Q's been good. Like I said, you get Kelly back. Kelly was averaging.
Kelly's playing well before he got hurt.
Yeah,
he's averaging
20 points a game.
Almost 17 in his 12 games. But he played well, and so and Joel's averaging.
We got pieces to be competitive in the playoffs.
Well, we got to get there first, right? So, play more consistent. But yeah, that's all I got on the Sixers really at this point. And yeah, Penn State fumbles coaching search as the last.
Oh, what a joke!
They're fighting with the Mormon Church to get a guy they want to coach their team.
Not even that. Crumble cookie.
Yeah.
James Franklin did the greatest troll job of all time. James Franklin always does signing day or letter of intent day parties and stuff like that. He had crumble cookies out for dessert at the thing. And then there was somebody from Provo sent Pat Kraft an order of crumble cookies last night or today, which is phenomenal.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a.
Who are they even looking at this point?
Right now it's between Brian Dable. It's
between from an 814 area.
Right now it's between Brian Dable and Terry Smith. And 2 weeks ago I was anti Terry Smith. I'm still anti Terry Smith. Mm-hmm. But that's what the donors want. That's what the old guard wants. That's what the donors want.
Smith.
They want Terry Smith.
Well, I know the players have been calling for him.
Yeah, but none of those players are going to be around.
Yeah.
All those players are either graduating or in the portal already. You know what I mean? Either way, either if you go Dable or Terry Smith, you're back into coaching search in 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Right? Because if Dable shows any type of resurgence, he's going to be back looking in the NFL.
Maybe some guys don't go, some guys won't go. Some guys.
They have they had 2 recruits today. They are below. They are like 100 and what was Luke sent it to me. They're below McNeese State in the recruiting rankings. They have legit 2 recruits today.
Yeah.
Now those. Yeah, it's
no, like whoever your coach is going to be, like you can go in the transfer portal and just get so many guys.
They're 150th according to 247 Sports.
So bad.
West Georgia, McNeese State, and San Diego State, or South Dakota State are ranked above them as of whenever that thing.
Well, SDSU is a FCS.
Yeah, well, they still have a better recruiting class than Penn State.
Yeah,
this has set them back, right? Like, and just like we were talking about Jalen Hurts playing quarterback, right? Now he's having a bad year, but he's not a bad quarterback, right? Firing James Franklin was the right move.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Pat Kraft screwed up the search, right? Because now there's a lot of people coming out saying, "Oh my God, was James Franklin really that bad?" Well, yeah, when you can't win the big game for 3, 4, 5 years, it starts to wear on you. And then even this year, you asked him two or three times in press conferences, do you want to still be the head coach? And he didn't have an answer. So, like, firing James Franklin was the right move. You absolutely screwed up the search. And where I think it got absolutely exposed was today. Chesney from JMU, I think, came out and said that he wanted the job, and they just never offered it to him. And then you let Brian Hartline go down to USF, South Florida. Brian Hartline was at the top of my list for the entire time, but I understand the optics. I understand the optics that you have to go out after the big guys, right? I understand that you have to go throw money at everybody and get everybody a raise for them to stay. But Brian Hartline, to me, when you let him walk today and you let him sign somewhere or, go somewhere else, I think even Chesney too. I wasn't as high on Chesney. He was still there. But at this point, you should have been on everybody. And now where you're gonna end up with Terry Smith, and that's where they misread this in today's NIL era. Penn State's just a normal job, right? Yeah. Penn State is no better than Indiana. Penn State's no better than Missouri right now. No better than Nebraska. No better than anywhere else that you were trying to poach guys from. Right, Ole Miss, right before Lane Kiffin got LSU. You're not a top 5 job. You're not Bama.
You're not you lose out to a school like the University of South Florida. Okay?
Yeah, you're not Alabama. You're not Georgia. You're not Ohio State. You're not LSU, and you're not Notre Dame. You're not a top 5 program.
You're losing out.
Everybody's got money now. Mm-hmm. Everybody's got money in the NIL. So,
boys, I gotta run because Cass woke up. But
okay,
I'll see you guys later.
See you, brother.
Later.
So I think they missed those 2 big things, and then not necessarily Pat Craft's fault. You can't expect all those top jobs to come available, right? You can't expect Florida to come available. You can't expect. I'm sorry. You probably expected Florida and Florida State. You didn't expect LSU. No. You didn't expect some of these other ones to become available that then shifted the focus, right? That's why you fire them so early, is you try and get ahead of it, and then you didn't.
So, well, yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
Speaking of LSU, what do you think about the whole?
Love it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great hire for him, but I think they need to change. I mean, some of it's an NIL problems. I mean, I just have an issue with how when a coach gets canned, of course, an opening is created, and then all of a sudden you have Ole Miss, all right, who's right in the middle of a damn playoff run, okay, and I just wish the timelines could be.
Well, that's
back.
Well, that's the whole thing.
I just think it's ridiculous that all these transactions are allowed to happen before the postseason even starts, before it even all unfolds. And I think all of that should be put on hold until the end of the year. Like, if you want to fire your coach midseason, all right, whatever. Your team's 2-6 or fine, that's their business. But I don't think they should be I don't think you should be allowed to poach another coach from another school until the season is done and a national champion is crowned.
That's the way normal things work, and the NCAA is normal. Their schedule doesn't allow it. The calendar doesn't allow it.
Right.
And until that's changed, it's always going to be this.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
I just think it's become a complete joke. But go ahead.
Well, yeah.
No, I mean, I saw somebody talking about this on like a TikTok or a YouTube video, I forget. But like the schedule is awful. Like the portal's open now, right? Or it's going to be open like really, really soon if it's not already. And I remember last year, or first year of the playoff, like they're like, oh yeah, these guys are entering the portal. Like, what do you mean they're entering the portal? They're playing games right now,
right?
Like there was somebody that was talking in this video about look, if everybody played week 0 and then everybody played every single week, you had like one bye week in there, and you have conference championships this past weekend, then you have your first round of the playoff, second round of the playoff, third round of the playoff, you'd have everything done on January 1st. Right. Which is what college football used to be. Right. Like it was just, hey, January 1st, New Year's Day.
If anything, they're going to expand the damn playoff anyway.
Right.
And,
like you can do that, right? But then have everybody play on week 0 that you think is going to potentially make the playoff. Right. So have it be done earlier. So then you can do, what the NFL does with.
Right. And the kids are already back on campus by mid-August anyway.
Well, no. So what you see right now is like kids going to the portal, but the portal doesn't allow you to like the timing there is weird because you're trying to transfer as the semester's like already starting, right? You're already a couple weeks into classes at that point, right? At least like the way that it's set up now. So it's a difficult situation. It's obviously more difficult when there's like coaches or of big programs want to go out and find their guy as soon as possible, right? But you're not allowed to do that in the NFL unless the guy's not coaching somewhere, right? So allow it to be, hey, January 1st, national championship, or whenever it is, January 13th, or whatever day that's going to potentially be. Hey, look, season ends, great. Now you can talk to other people. Then you have a 2-week window where you can go out and hire coaches, right? And then the next day, transfer portal opens.
And honestly, I think that's the way it should be done. Those between coaching searches and hirings and all this other nonsense and the transfer portal, all of that should occur during the off season for the respective NCAA sport.
Right.
And I just think it's complete bullshit otherwise. And I mean, imagine if you're a player at Ole Miss. I mean, how the hell would you feel right now?
They're getting paid. I don't care about the players anymore.
No,
they're getting paid.
And I hear you. Most of them are. Not every last one of them, but most.
No, they're all getting paid. They're all getting paid.
Even the third string tight ends getting paid.
They're getting something.
They're all getting something. Yeah.
No, I mean, Ohio State's payroll is $20 million. Yeah. Everyone's getting paid. That's what recruiting is right now. Recruiting isn't how am I going to get better. Recruiting is how much you're going to give me.
Who has the biggest bag? Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's why people enter the portal as often as they do, is because they're not getting the money or the playing time.
And I think that's where, I mean, while I like the NIL, I think it's had some unintended ugly consequences.
Shocking. The NCAA didn't do something right.
Yeah, it's not even NIL anymore. It's just pay for play. Without any rules. It's free agency without any rules. Like, geez,
and I think there should be more regulation put in. And, if there's a star quarterback, for example, take Drew Aller or whatever. I have no problem. Say he's your star player. He gets the most money. But I just think it's absolutely ridiculous for a kid that is supposedly going to school. Obviously, football is a big priority, but to get an education and be prepared for life after football, all right? Because it's not guaranteed you're going to the NFL, all right? Even if you go, I don't care if you go to a 5-star program, you're not guaranteed a pro contract, all right?
Well, that's why they're getting paid now, so they don't have to be guaranteed.
But why are
you're living in the wrong world, Noah. We're way past this.
Why are we throwing $15 million at,
You know why?
Unfortunately, you're living in the wrong world because we're way past that.
Yeah.
No, the reason that they're paying these guys,
granted, but and I'm okay with them getting paid, but man, the amount of money that's going into this is beyond ridiculous. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I would agree. But the reason you're paying these guys this much is because of how much they're bringing back to the university. Right? Like how much did Marvin Harrison Jr. or could he have made going to Ohio State? Right? How much money did he make going there? First round pick, right? Any quarterback's going to get taken. Any guy that's going to be in the Heisman conversation. Any of these guys that's going to bring in say you have a normal size stadium. Say it's not even Ohio State. Say you have a 50,000 seat stadium.
Yep.
Right. Say you're charging $10 a ticket. It's $500,000 a weekend.
Yeah.
Right. Like you get 6 home games a year ish.
Yep.
Right.
$3
so
million.
You're making $3 million just strictly off of ticket revenue.
Yep.
That doesn't have anything to do with revenue for selling jerseys or anything like
Right.
that type of stuff. Right? They're making so much money hand over fist.
Yeah, I mean,
They don't
schools
care.
like Michigan, yeah, they're making millions and
Right.
billions of dollars. And no, I fully understand that. And yes, these players should be compensated, but I don't know. I just think it's nuts the amount of,
Yeah, it is. I think, but it's not anything different than what was happening in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean,
There's just a
SMU,
physical number down
the
there.
Express.
It's just
Yeah,
it's
again,
just-
go out and
now
watch that.
now it's in the open.
Eric Dickerson got a car.
The only difference is inflation. It's
Yeah.
higher now because there's more money.
Yeah.
That's it. Everything's the same. And it's like, all right, hey, he's there because of this guy gave him a bunch of money. You didn't know that he's there because this guy gave him a bunch of money back in the 80s. You can assume it. We didn't know that. Now you just know.
Well, I'm laughing on the inside when you're saying $10 ticket. I'm thinking, I bet you a seat at Beaver Stadium, even
I
at
get,
face value, is probably $80 or more.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like even like I'm
now
thinking like
they
you're
are,
going to like Temple, right? If you're a Temple program, it's
You're
like,
right.
They're like, $10 a ticket. All right, here you go.
Yeah.
Like
Sadly,
Yeah.
Temple ain't even that cheap.
no, well, let's
Yeah,
think.
probably not.
If you're Ohio State, you have
I
100,000
tried.
Yeah, you have 100,000 people in your stadium six times a season,
Yep.
and then more with the playoff, right?
Yep.
Probably once or twice more. So you got 700,000 people coming in. Say you're charging them $50 a ticket because that's low.
Yeah.
How much money is that?
A lot of money.
So much money.
Fucking money.
Like
Yeah.
that's $5 million minimum.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Minimum just on tickets, and then again, that's the bare minimum ticket price.
Yep.
So there's so much money going around.
Don't get me wrong. I get it. College athletics is absolutely big business. And for more or less for our entire lifetimes, it has been. Minus, it's just now that the players are getting paid,
Technically.
right.
Technically.
So, but
No. Penn State screwed this.
And
screwed
don't
this
get me
along.
wrong. I believe the student athlete should get a piece of the pie. I mean, let's face it. Many student athletes were extorted for many, many years by these media moguls that carry these games and by the universities and you name it. But
You should absolutely be compensated for your image like this. That's how it works.
But it's not.
Right.
That's I'm 100% with you all. Like that's my issue though. Just call it pay to play.
yeah,
Don't call it name, image, and likeness because none of these guys are
yeah,
are getting paid for their name. They're just getting paid to play there. That's it.
right.
They're not doing commercials every week for Q Auto Insurance,
Yeah. Like it's sad. Like the female athletes, they're getting paid for their name and their looks, but they're actually doing stuff. You know what I mean? Like you see commercials with Livy Dunn in there or the Cavender twins. You know what I mean? Like you see them on TV. I don't see any of these the guys on TV.
Who's the girl from UConn? Paige.
Euchers. She's
Paige
in WWE
Euchers.
now,
Yeah, but it's wild. I'm wondering where Penn State goes. The rumor now is if Brian Daboll stays, or Pat Kraft might lose his job either way.
Yeah, I think he might.
After all this, you just can't go from there. My dad seems to think that his ego got in the way a couple times, and then there's also rumors that James Franklin's agent is causing a whole lot of problems.
Jimmy Sexton.
Jimmy Sexton.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's the agent for like all those guys,
which I think is a little bit of an issue,
Yes,
if you ask me. Like I think you being the agent for everybody isn't kosher, right?
No.
Is like conflict of interest was the word I was looking for.
Right.
That it just slipped my mind. Like that shouldn't be. You shouldn't be the agent for everybody. I understand those types of agents generally have a couple clients like that because you might be the coach agent, but to have every single one, And it's just so Penn State though that every single coach that they went after got a raise and got paid to stay. Like it's just so.
Yeah, they
Like,
use
Crumble Cookie
they
is the
use
best
Penn
one. Like
State as
losing
separate.
Sataki, I was kind of iffy on Sataki anyway. Just I didn't think the culture fit. Right, I just didn't know how he would fit culture-wise. Great coach, right? Great coach, and obviously he can recruit out in Utah and the Mormons, right? So none of that. It was just like, how is he going to fit culturally over here on the East Coast?
Yeah, it didn't really make
it just
sense.
didn't seem to mix. But at this point of the process, it was like, oh well, what do we got to lose at this point?
Mm.
But yeah, to lose him to Crumble Cookie is everything that I need to know about what's going wrong.
Yeah, Penn State is just in
they're a
a
disaster.
weird spot.
And this has sadly set them back 2, 3, 4 years because you don't have a recruiting class. Right. It's easy to sit there and say, "Oh, well, they got the money. Let's go to the portal." Yeah, but that portal will die up in a year or two.
I mean, basically, they're in a spot
because you don't have anybody coming beneath them, right? Like the portal is like free agency. You know, you go fill holes. You go pick players to fill holes.
Mm-hmm.
You need that base though. You need the draft to build up. You know, and I know that's foreign. You know, in today's NIL world, but this is bad.
I think I know the answer, but in the long term, do you see Kurt Cignetti staying at Indiana?
Well, he's staying at least for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm not a huge Cignetti fan. I didn't really want him. I understand why you got to go after and why you got to go attempt it, but he wasn't number one on my list. If you want me to be honest, I had Brian Hartline number one on my list the whole time.
Mm.
Like I might have, if you would have asked me to put a list down just so people took it credibly, I probably would have listed Cignetti higher than him. I would have listed Saban and Meyer just because that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
But my target at the end of the day was Brian Hartline.
Mm.
But when you're Penn State, you got to go throw these names out there. You got to go through these optics.
Right.
But I think Brian Hartline is set to be like the next Dan Lanning type of person, right? The next, even Lane Kiffin, when you look at that, like that type of assistant that is right there ready to take that next step as a head coach.
Mm-hmm.
And he's called plays. He's been an offensive coordinator. We know what he can do coaching up wide receivers.
Right.
I mean, he's only got 7 or 8 first rounders. I mean, that's no big deal,
in the last,
right?
like 4 years.
That's no big deal.
Yeah.
With maybe the number 1 overall pick in next year's draft, right? So that's why he was my pick.
Well, he's not going to stay at USF forever, and I'm sure another big job will be.
Yeah, but now because he went there, now he's just biding his time until Bama fires DeBoer.
Yeah, he'll get a big job.
Or Ohio State ends their terms with Ryan Day. Ryan Day decides to end it, right? And then he could come back in as the White Knight or the Silver Knight, you know?
He's an OSU alum, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And, well, the reason I asked about Cignetti, I think up at Michigan, I don't think they hold on to Moore too much longer.
I don't disagree.
I wouldn't be shocked if that job opened up and if Cignetti ended up there.
Yeah, that's an interesting placement. I don't think that fits. But yeah, I agree with your premise of
still a pretty big job.
Michigan ain't going to be around, or is going to be open in here in a couple of years. Yeah. I don't think Sherrone Moore has done himself any favors. Now, not to his fault, right? A lot of this was the blowback from Harbaugh, right? Yep. That's always what happens. The guy coming in second is the guy that's going to get the shit end of the stick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens going forward, and then just even with Penn State.
Yep.
What a disaster! What an absolute disaster!
It's
all right, boys.
I take it you're not taking the road trip out to Detroit for the fucking Game Above Sports Bowl.
The what?
The Game Above Sports Bowl is probably
is that the game we're going to?
I thought
the game they're going to wind up in.
I thought they were getting a pinstripe against Pitt.
That would be fun. That'd be nice. That would be certainly better than going to Detroit the day after Christmas against. CBS Sports currently projects them to play Ohio University.
Oh my God!
Yes,
There's no way.
Well, that's the current projection, but hopefully they get a slightly better game than that. Not that we deserve it, but
that's the funny thing when you look at like the playoffs real quick.
Right.
Penn State.
Yeah.
Penn State would be a favorite against, I think, what they say, Duke, Tulane, and James Madison. Penn State would be a favorite.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, all those teams would get destroyed.
Yeah.
Whether it's Tulane or North.
I'm hoping they keep Notre Dame out. I
wanted to. I am so pro screw Notre Dame.
Yeah. Do you think Texas finds their way in?
I do.
I'd rather see Texas than Notre Dame for sure.
I do think Texas gets in because I think Texas deserves to be in.
Yeah, 3 losses is a lot, but I'll tell you what, they beat a great A&M team, and
one of your losses was to the number 1 team in the country on the road.
But 3 losses is a lot because you played one on opening night,
right?
On opening day.
Yeah, you played Ohio State competitively, and the only one where they really looked bad was against Georgia, where they lost by 25.
Yeah.
No, it'll. If Texas doesn't get in, it'll be like, all right, you lost the 3rd game because you went and played a top-ranked opponent on the road.
Yeah.
And it makes other SEC teams be like, all right, you know what, we're not going to do that.
Yep.
Part of it.
Bama already did it.
Well, part of it.
Bama's already did it.
Punish them for losing to Florida to a 4-8 Florida Gator team.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you can't lose that game, and just like Miami can't lose to Louisville, but like Miami's another team I think deserves to be in at least over Notre Dame. Right? You want to tell me that BYU deserves to be in over Miami? I'll listen to you. I'm not sold on Miami, but
Miami beat Notre Dame earlier in the year, correct?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
And Miami, or my biggest thing with Notre Dame is they don't beat anybody.
They don't play anybody.
And then they don't play anybody. Like, stop this nonsense.
Get
into a conference.
Join a conference.
Or just wait till the NCAA goes just to one giant conference.
Yeah.
They break away from the actual NCAA and they just join. They just make one giant conference.
Yeah, the Power 4 teams. Like, hey, look.
Yeah, just what's wrong with a north, south, east, west? Just 4 brackets, if you will.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be something like that. I mean, they'll still keep together some of the rivalry games, so you still get to see them.
Right.
You know, like Michigan, Ohio State will always play this and that, right? But Florida State, and
that's where I would like to see a little more regionalism put back in college football. I mean, what the hell are we doing having Oregon and Penn State in the same conference? I mean, I get it. It's all about the almighty dollar and conference.
I don't have an issue with it for football.
Right.
For every other sport, it's miserable.
But for every other sport, I have an issue with it.
Yeah. I mean,
right, because football's travel conditions are top notch.
Right.
But to be like the women's volleyball team from Oregon going to Penn State, like you're legit flying coach flights.
Right.
You know
on a fucking Tuesday night in February or whatever the
case. That's where
imagine you're
asinine.
Imagine you're UCLA and you gotta fly to Penn State for your UCLA, you gotta fly to Penn State for a 3-game set in March.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it's 27 degrees at the Happy Valley.
And they got to still go to class, right? Because their classes matter.
Yeah.
Football and basketball classes don't matter.
No.
But the other sports, they do.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the most.
I think that's what it needs to do. Like football and maybe basketball just need to break away. All the other sports go back to your normal conferences. Well, just because that's what screwed the ACC up. Yeah. SMU lost to Cal in the ACC in an ACC game that nobody was watching because it was on the West Coast.
I mean,
And you wake up and now Duke's in the ACC title game at
Well,
7-5.
well, not only that, correct me if I'm wrong, even if Duke, if they pull the upset and find a way to beat Virginia, which I don't think is going to happen, they are not guaranteed a playoff spot, correct?
Correct. Even Virginia
No.
is not guaranteed.
No, the ACC
But at least Virginia has a better argument.
Right.
Yeah.
course.
What is it? It's the top 4 conference ranks, right?
Yeah.
Like the top 4
Yeah.
conference championship rankings.
And traditionally, they have been one of them. But you're right.
Yeah.
Not this year. They're not. It's not a guarantee.
Yeah.
Right.
Nope. So
I mean, I would find it laughable that, a team like either Tulane, North Texas, James Madison are going to get in over,
Well, I watched a video. It was Gruden. I know he's Barstool and everything, but Gruden actually had a great idea because there's teams playing into conference championship games, and he's like, all right, those 8 teams or 6 teams, 8 teams are in. The 6 teams, and then you get down to Virginia, Duke. So he's like, we'll get to that later, right? So those 6 teams are in. He's like, all right, well, what are these other teams that aren't playing in those games? You just get a week off? No. You play to be in the tournament. So then,
I love that.
Oregon then plays James Madison, right? All right. You pick 4 or 5 neutral sites. Oregon, you play James Madison, and then went down. Ole Miss, fine. Ole Miss, you're going to play X, right? And then you go down the whole list, and those 4 wins. And then if Duke wins, the highest the remaining team that lost, but was the highest ranked, gets Duke's spot. Right, so like Texas, Oklahoma played for the spot to get in. Notre Dame and Miami played again for the spot to get in. Like, this is Gruden's idea, and I'm like, this is great because then you get play again. Like, why are the top teams are the only ones risking injury and risking playing an extra game for no benefit?
Well, so there's that, and then like you can assume that those guys are the ones who are getting the bye week, right? So I guess you kind of win it there,
right? The
Or you
winner
can,
of
explain
Bama,
it,
Georgia
right?
is probably
Right. I just think it's like it's a harder thing there, right? Like the Big Ten championship game is Ohio State, Indiana. So like they're both in the playoff.
Right.
Or they're number 1, number 2. It's like
And same thing with the SEC.
Yeah, like they're both in the play. Well,
and then the Big 12.
Yeah. So
BYU, Texas Tech,
good, and then
Georgia, Alabama. Both of you guys.
It will all just come down to seeding at
Yeah.
that point. But
And it's like, and you're right. Like maybe Bama's not a slam dunk if they lose.
Yeah.
But if you're in the SEC championship game, shouldn't you be? Right? Like,
well, yeah. Like, but if
like this year's at such an. But again, they created this
weird.
problem. They
Right.
created this problem.
Right. And there's always going to be the it's 12 teams right now.
Yeah.
All right, these 4 teams really should have been in it. Oh, guess what? They're expanding again. They should keep doing it. It's going to be a field of 32 and then 64. And you're just going to start with a round robin, or not a round robin. At one point, you'll just have every other team in it. Like, hey, guys, the entire regular season didn't matter. Go play 7 more games. Which I don't know how feasible that is. But
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the Ohio State IU game? I mean, I think Ohio State blows them out.
I don't think it's close.
Rolls them. Yeah.
I don't think Indiana is very good.
I mean,
they're good. They're good.
That could be a 4-touchdown game.
I don't think it's that bad. I mean, that's
Ohio State's
that's
going to be in control the entire time. It's never going to be
4 touchdowns is egregious, but it's not shocking coming from you.
No, it'll be like a.
I mean, Ohio
38-20.
Indiana plays players too, so
38-24.
But yes,
I can see that.
Agree with your premise that Ohio State should roll.
Yeah.
Should roll. All right, you guys got anything else?
Good.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
All right, everybody. Show me a complete average game this week and just go win a ball game.
Yeah,
Just
give
show
me
me
some fucking hope, please.
Please. I'd like to have a good show next week where I'm not monotone about the Birds because they just piss me off every time.
Yeah, I'll just take a win any way you get it. We'll go back to early in the year. Just give me a win and survive.
Yep.
But thank you, everybody, for chiming in. Appreciate you guys. It's been another edition of HUD Wednesday Nights, brought to you, as always, by our doc, Make 'em Yours, Dr. Paul Vidal. at specializedphysicaltherapy.com. You can find them right there on the web. Tell them the boys at A2D sent you. They'll take care of you. They accept most, all, whatever. They accept all your insurances. They'll take care of you. Noah Eaton, Ryan Elisic, Greg Malakvik, Tom Arnone was with us a little earlier. Thank you all. On your way out, please hit that like, hit that subscribe, share it if you enjoyed the conversation. We love you. We'll see you. Thank you.